There is one tiny daily habit that can turn your unsure English into smooth, confident speech without a teacher, partner, or class. If that sounds impossible, stay with me for a minute. For years, I was the classic good at English on paper, terrible at speaking student. I studied English for a full decade, 10 long years. I passed school exams, memorized grammar rules, collected lists of big vocabulary words. But whenever I tried to speak, everything fell apart. My sentences sounded broken, slow, and messy. I would start a sentence in the present, accidentally, switch to the past, forget easy words, then just stop talking in embarrassment. Can you relate to this? Maybe you begin a sentence in English, then suddenly freeze. Your brain starts translating from your language into English, word by word, like a slow machine. By the time you finally find the phrase you need, the conversation has already moved on. Or maybe you can follow English movies, YouTube videos, and podcasts. You read articles and understand almost everything. But when it's time to open your mouth, nothing comes out. Your thoughts are clear, but your tongue refuses to cooperate. That was exactly my situation for years. Then everything changed because of one simple habit. One daily practice that required no money, no teacher, no speaking partner, and no fancy course. And before you roll your eyes and skip this, listen carefully. This habit looks simple, but if you do it correctly, it can completely transform the way you speak English. I'm not promising perfect native-level English. I'm not promising you'll sound like someone born in New York or London. That's not the goal. The goal is fluency. Fluency means you can speak smoothly enough that people understand you without effort. It means fewer long, awkward pauses. It means you don't need to mentally translate each sentence before you say it. You just speak. You can share opinions, tell stories, ask questions, and answer quickly. You might still make some mistakes, but your speech flows. In this video from English Unleashed Lab, I'll reveal exactly what this habit is, show you how to do it step by step, give you real examples, and explain why it works when textbooks, apps, and courses don't. By the end, you'll have a clear, realistic plan you can start today. One habit. No confusion. No waiting. Let's dive in. So, what is this mysterious habit? The habit is called talking to yourself in English. Intentional self-talk. Yes, really. You practice speaking by having conversations with yourself out loud every single day. Now please don't click away thinking, that sounds silly. Or I promise, if you watch until the end, you'll know exactly how to use this technique the right way, so you actually become fluent faster. When people hear talk to yourself, they imagine just naming objects. Chair, table, phone, or saying stiff phrases like, I am walking, I am eating. That type of speech is boring and almost useless. What I'm talking about is different. Real self-conversation means you create real situations in your mind and respond as if they're happening now. You think out loud. You ask yourself questions and answer them. You explain, complain, decide, argue, joke with yourself. Let's look at an example to make this crystal clear. Here's a weak version of self-talk while making tea. I am making tea. One sentence. Very basic. Not helpful. Now watch a stronger version. All right, I'm going to make some tea. Where did I leave the tea bags? Oh, there they are. I think I'll make mint tea today because my stomach feels a bit heavy. Actually, I'd prefer strong black tea, but if I drink that now, I probably won't sleep tonight. Okay, mint it is. Let's boil the water first. See the difference? In the second example, you are not just describing an action, you're sharing thoughts, reasons, preferences, and mini decisions. This is what real conversation sounds like. When you practice speaking like this to yourself every day, something powerful happens over time. Your brain starts to connect ideas and words in English automatically. Your thinking slowly shifts from your native language into English. That is the heart of fluency. Now, why does this habit work so well when so many methods fail? Reason 1. Daily speaking output. Most learners spend 90% of their time on input. Watching videos, listening to podcasts, reading books, scrolling through grammar posts. Input is important, but fluency requires output, saying words with your own mouth. Self-talk forces you to actually speak, not just consume. And you can do it every day without waiting for anyone. Reason 2. No pressure, no fear. When you speak with other people, you worry about being judged. What if I make a mistake? What if they don't understand me? What if I sound stupid? That fear blocks your brain. But when you talk to yourself, no one is watching. You can be clumsy. You can repeat. You can experiment. This safe, relaxed environment is perfect for practicing new structures and vocabulary. Reason 3. You train your brain to think in English instead of translating. Right now, maybe you think, native language, translate, speak. That's slow. Process kills your confidence. Consistent self-conversation rewires the process. See situation. Think in English. Speak. Reason 4. Words become automatic instead of stuck in storage. You probably know thousands of English words that never appear when you need them. They're passive vocabulary. When you use them in self-talk regularly, those words move into active vocabulary. They start popping out of your mouth with less effort. Reason 5. You can practice anywhere. You don't need a classroom, a Zoom call, or a perfect environment. You can do self-talk while walking, washing dishes, showering, commuting, or exercising. That makes consistency so much easier. Now, to make this really practical, I'm going to break the habit into 3 levels. Level 1, Level 2, and Level 3. Follow them in order. Level 1 is daily narration with depth. Here, you describe what you're doing, but you always add more layers. Why you're doing it, how you feel, extra details, memories, and small opinions. For example, while getting ready in the morning, you might say, "Okay, time to brush my teeth. I bought this new toothpaste a few days ago. It claims to make teeth whiter in 1 week, but I'm a bit skeptical. My dentist always tells me to brush for 2 minutes, but usually I rush and finish in 30 seconds. Today, I'll actually try to do it properly. Let's see if I can be patient." Notice you're not just saying, "I'm brushing my teeth." You're adding thoughts, doubts, habits, and intentions. That's depth. Do this while cooking, choosing clothes, working at your desk, cleaning your room, walking to work, anything. Spend at least 1 full week on Level 1, about 15 minutes per day. Level 2 is imaginary dialogues. At this stage, you act out both sides of a conversation. You become person A and person B. For example, imagine you're at a restaurant. "Hi, could I see the menu, please?" "Of course. Here you go." "Would you like something to drink?" I'll just have water, thanks. No ice." "Sure, water without ice. Are you ready to order?" "Not yet. What dish do you recommend?" "Our grilled chicken is very popular. It comes with vegetables and rice." "That sounds good. I'll have that." Approximately how long will it take? About 15 minutes. Perfect, thank you. In this exercise, you practice asking and answering questions, being polite, and keeping a conversation flowing. Create similar scenes for different situations: shopping, calling customer service, asking for directions, checking into a hotel, talking to a coworker, or attending a job interview. Play both roles. Do this for at least 2 weeks. Level 3 is free speaking, thinking out loud on topics. Here, you choose any topic and talk for 5 to 10 minutes without stopping. No notes, no script. For example, if your topic is social media, you might say, "Social media is everywhere now. I use it a lot, but I'm not sure it's always good for me. On one side, I like seeing updates from friends and family. It makes me feel connected. On the other side, I often waste a huge amount of time just scrolling. After half an hour of random videos, I feel tired and guilty." These apps are designed to keep us hooked. They show us things we like so we stay longer. I really want to be more intentional about how I use them. Do you see what's happening here? You're organizing your ideas, giving reasons, and explaining your feelings. All in English. That's exactly what you need in a real conversation. Choose topics like hobbies, goals, travel, technology, culture, work, relationships, or personal growth. Anything that keeps you talking. Now let's build your action plan so you can start right after this video. Step 1. Pick a fixed time each day for English self-talk. It might be during your morning walk, while cooking dinner, or just before bed. Consistency matters more than intensity. Step 2. In week 1, stay with level 1. Narrate your day with depth for about 15 minutes. Step 3. In week 2, add level 2. Create at least 3 small imaginary conversations daily. Become both people in the scene. Step 4. From week 3, begin level 3. Choose a random topic and speak non-stop for 5 minutes. Even if you feel stuck, don't stop. Just push through. Step 5. Once a week, record yourself on your phone. Don't judge yourself harshly. Use the recording like a mirror. Notice improvements, spot frequent mistakes, and celebrate how your fluency grows over time. Step 6. Make the habit enjoyable. Walk while you talk, speak in front of a mirror, or pretend you're hosting your own podcast. Turn self-talk into a small daily ritual instead of a boring exercise. Fluency doesn't appear suddenly. It grows from small, consistent speaking moments. So, what will happen if you follow this plan for the next 90 days? Your sentences will become longer and more natural. You'll pause less. Words will come faster. You'll feel more relaxed when speaking with real people because your mouth and brain are already used to producing English every single day. You still won't be perfect, and you don't need to be. The goal is not perfect English. The goal is free English. If you're serious about unlocking that freedom, start this habit today. Not tomorrow, not someday. Today. Right after this video, take 5 minutes and talk about your day in English. Then create one short imaginary conversation. You will feel strange at first, but that feeling disappears quickly. If this video from English Unleashed Lab helped you, tap like so more learners can find it, and subscribe to channel name for more simple, science-based ways to finally speak with confidence. Tell me in the comments, which level are you starting with? 1, 2, or 3? Your fluent English is not waiting in a classroom. It's waiting in your daily self-talk. Start now.